Hi everyone and welcome to Cymax FinTech Weekly Market Insights. Just a reminder, this is now broken down into four separate parts. This part is where we look back at what happened last week. Okay, so as usual we start off with our disclaimer. So trading involves potential loss of capital and is not suitable for everyone. Hopefully it is for you though. And because there's leverage involved from many companies, just be aware because you can lose substantially more than that initial investment. Everything contained in these YouTubes, everything that we do as a company is really just for educational purposes. You know, we're not trying to encourage you to trade or invest. That has to be your decision. And before you make that decision, obviously consider the risks involved, your financial situation, level of experience, and risk appetite. Of course, you should only risk capital you're prepared, but more importantly, you can afford to lose. If you've got any doubts whatsoever, seek independent financial advice before you risk your capital. Very important. Okay, so just looking at what happened last week. So in the US, we'll start with them as usual. So PMIs came out. Now they were both above 50. Manufacturing just over 50. Services 53.7. And you'll notice that that's a pattern that manufacturing struggles, services are sort of really still continuing to leap forward. Now, uh, for the Treasury, Yellen has had a boost, obviously, from all the tax receipts for people paying their taxes that are owed, and that's boosted her purse to about $252 billion. So that is going to help her pay some of the bills until hopefully the US finally sort out their debt ceiling. You know, it's got to be increased. It's just a matter of when. All they're doing is horse trading more than anything else. And Biden is still coming up with different stimulus, but he's also trying to sort of hold China back. And we will cover that as we go forward during today's YouTubes. Now, in the UK, PMI again, was a bit stronger. Manufacturing was down again though, 46.6, but services, as I keep highlighting here, 54.9, so really strong. Now, consumer confidence is back to pre-war levels, which again is a great thing, but it's sort of a problem possibly for the Bank of England because they are, going to have to take that into consideration because if consumer confidence is growing, potentially their spending will as well. That said, retail sales actually came through lower last month. Okay, so the EU, so PMI, so manufacturing slightly lower, 48.5. Services strong, 56.6. Now, there's not much more to talk about in the way of data, but something else we can talk about is France. And Macron, and he's put up the made sort of pension reforms where he's put up the age of retirement, etc. And that's caused riots to the point that even the Euronext exchange's building was stormed, obviously by protesters. Now, another thing is world trade. So world trade contracted by over 5%. This is just a sort of a little chat about what else has been going on. The dollar index is about 102. And then something I've put here, Tesla. So what's been happening with Tesla? So Musk just really didn't have a very good week to start with. First of all, obviously, his rocket blew up. But when it comes to Tesla, rather than Musk himself, he sort of intimated that he expected prices to continue to be cut. That led for the company to come out a bit later and actually increase prices on certain models. Now, I think it was probably the fact that the shares dropped almost 10% when Musk came out with his statement, which is why probably they changed their mind and put prices up, because they obviously didn't want to see that get any further. It's fine cutting prices, but if you can cut costs as well, which doesn't seem to be the case for Tesla. They've been at that point where, for me, where their costs have actually been going up because of sort of having to finance, etc., etc. So that just cuts into their profit margins. Now, a point here for me is, should someone who is in a senior position at Tesla be coming out and saying these types of statements, especially when they're contradicted by someone else in the company? To me, I can't see why this guy is not being penalised for this by the regulators. He's a listed company, and they have certain restrictions about what can be said and what can't be said. And for me, it just seems as though he's breaking the rules. I could be wrong, but personally, that's the way I see things there. And it looks as though G7 want a full ban on Russian imports. Now, that's okay. I'll probably cover this a bit more in detail in one of the next bits, but it's great, but are all these sanctions really working on Russia? And that's the big question. And I think the answer is no, personally. Now, I don't know if you're in the digital space at all, whether it's crypto or whether it's CBDCs or anything like that. But if you're if you've got any interest in that, then there's a great speech from the Deputy Governor of the Bank of England on digital assets. And it gives good insight into what's going on in the UK and their approach as well. So I've put the link there. If you get a chance and you are interested, then please take a look, because I think you'll really enjoy it. I know I did. Okay, so we as a company, Cymex FinTech, we offer lots of different services. Obviously, these YouTubes to help you prepare for the week ahead. We also provide a daily newsletter, and of course in that you've got up-to-date news, but you've also got my views, but more importantly you get some nice fresh daily chart levels, including the pivot points. Now, if you are at a stage where you would like to learn more, improve your trading, or even get into trading, then we are the company for you. Then we offer one-day workshops. Why don't you just find out if trading could be your next career? Or if you are already trading, if you'd like to improve any certain areas, then we can certainly help you with that. And all of this is going to accelerate and improve your trading skills. For those that are new to trading, within 1 week we can get you to the point where you feel very confident, very competent. You'll be able to make some of those really good decisions. Does it make you a trader? Of course not, but it certainly gives you those strong foundations on which to build your trading career. If you have that inner trader, I will find it for sure. And then of course, if you're really serious about turning into trading into a career, then we've got our comprehensive accredited masterclass, which has been specially designed to provide you with all the knowledge and trading tools that's going to be required to trade any market in any conditions, and of course any asset class as well. I've traded all of them over my almost 50 years trading career, and certainly over my last 37 years as a prop trader. On top of that, we offer trader mentoring. So again, we can just help you to improve and get to that next level, but time and time again. We consult if you need it as a company, hedging, foreign exchange, commodity exposure and such like. And of course, we make them very flexible so that, you're protected, but it gives you that flexibility to take advantage of any moves that are in your favor. We also provide considerable amounts of trader educational content to individuals, exchanges and brokers. And of course, if you lack the capital to really get your trading career going, then there's the funded trading account that's offered through our partner, subject to you qualifying, of course. There's the details for that. Just a point here is this Friday coming in London, I will be attending the IX Investor Trader event. I've been asked to be involved, so I'm doing a presentation. I'm also part of the expert panel, and on top of that, I'm also hosting one of their round tables where you can just come and talk to me about all the different aspects of trading. It would be great to see you there. If you're interested, you can either just reach out to me and I will send you the details, chris.tubby@cymex-int.com, or you can always just ping an email to info@cymexfintech.com. But it'd be great to see you there. Happy to have a conversation with you, discuss trading with you, ask me any questions you feel like it. I'm really looking forward to it and meeting so many like-minded traders there. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to part 2. So hope to see you there.